Welcome to another Friday reading vlog from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. She's not starting in bed. I've been up for not a while, but long enough that I'm like out of bed now. My mum came round to pick up my niece's, we call it a poam, because she doesn't say her R's, and it's just the cutest thing ever. And yeah, then I've just been doing a bit of washing and things like that. But I'm awake now and it's Friday. So yeah, it's Friday reading vlog time. It's very nice and calm in here today and cool. Got all the windows open, blowing, nice breezy. You can hear the birdies outside. We live semi-close to a primary school, and quite often in the morning it's a bit frantic around it because a few parents park near us and walk their kids to school and stuff like that. So sometimes it can be a little bit loud, but that's happened now. That's past, and now we're just into pure Friday reading vlog. Plans for today. I'll pick up my books in a minute, although I'm saying I'll pick up my books. Like, I'm not going to take you over to the shelves because they're a right old holy show. This is going to be, because I've got, one of my plans today is to film my July TBR, so this will have my July TBR in. So at the moment, there's no June TBR there, so I'll just pick them out. In fact, I'll just pick them out now and then I can show you the whole lot. And questions. And, oh, still haven't bought the bloody poetry book. And challenge. Reading challenge. Come here to me. Right, okay, that's that done. Plans for today. Tonight we're going to the board game cafe with our friends, which will be lovely. So I might take you along there for a little bit. I might not, because we might just be having pure fun. Also, I've got a big box of summer clothes that have been languishing in our spare room for a long time. And I would like to at least remove some of our winter stuff, put it into that box and take out the stuff, obviously take out the stuff first, and put the summer stuff into the wardrobe just to see what summery stuff I've had. I've had quite a late start to warm weather here in south east England. Dave and I were away for 2 weeks, and before that, literally the week before that, we had our heating on. It was so cold. So yeah, we haven't had a need for summer clothes, but there is definitely a need for summer clothes now, so that's going to happen. Board game cafe. Got leftovers for lunch because I had my mum and dad round for dinner last night. They've been away as well, so they haven't seen us since we got back, so we showed them all of our photos on the telly, which was nice. So leftovers for lunch. And the reading plans are Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is the book that I need to read for my book club with my friends on Facebook, and that's on Sunday, and this is Friday. So I've said I need to read 100 pages a day. So I need to get to page 200. Now I'm on 116, so, and it's very readable. I've been very much enjoying it. So I'm going to sit and read some more of that with my cup of tea before I have my cereal. If I get through this today, which I don't know that I will, but if I do, I've still got 2 books left over from my honeymoon, because I started reading these while I was away on my honeymoon, but then when I got home I needed to read a book for Patreon Book Club, and then Yellowface was out and I wanted to read that. So I'm halfway through, or 3/4 of the way through, Gwen and Art Are Not in Love by Lex Croucher, and I'm a quarter of the way through A Pocketful of Happiness by Richard E. Grant. So maybe she'll get through to those at some point, but Malibu Rising is the priority today. And also it's a very good sort of like summer read to sit on the beach, and yeah, I think if you're a beach holiday, that would be perfect. Then I haven't got yet, I haven't been to a bookshop since I've been back, the Poem for Every Summer Day book. So what I'm going to do is read out the next poem in this book that I started reading in March, which is Poetry Unbound, 50 Poems to Open Your World by Padraig Ó Tuama. I listen to the podcast that Padraig does, and it's amazing. So it's sort of like perfect poetry for me. So it has like a little explanation or a little introduction, then it has the poem, and then it has an explanation of the poem. And the podcast runs in that format too, whereby you get the poem, no, they start with the poem, then they have an explanation, then they read the poem again, and it's very like eye-opening for me. I need sort of like colour by numbers poetry for me to get it. Ultimate reading challenge, I don't know, I need to start, because I want to get this done this year, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more to read. So I don't know how many weeks we've got left. I mean, it's more than 13, but I need to start, because whereas before it was easier to sort of like allocate my reading to these challenges, now it's getting harder because I need to find books that fit these challenges. I will read out the challenges that I have left. Read a book you selected based purely on its cover design. Reread a classic you hated in high school. I didn't really hate any classics in high school. I know what one I want to read for that. I want to read North and South because I didn't hate it, but I think I'd really love it now. Attend an author event, in person or virtually. Still haven't done that. Reread a book you loved as a child. Go to your favourite section of the library or bookstore, blindly take a book off the shelf and take it home to read. I can definitely do, not that today, but that's easy to do. Write down a favourite quote or passage from a beloved book and display it in your home. Read a genre you've never read before. God, I don't know if there are any genres I've never read before. Read a book currently on a bestsellers list. Gift a copy of your favourite book to a friend or family member, special occasion not required. Read a book that features an Indigenous person. Ask a family member what book has made a lasting impression on them. Find and read that book. So there we go. So none of those are going to fit in with the reading I'm doing today. But I do need to start thinking about books that will fit these prompts going forward. And then lastly, the question we're going to be answering today is... I forget that we're over halfway through these questions now. This has been going on since last September. We've been having a lovely time, haven't we? We'll go for To Kill a Mockingbird, shall we? What currently popular book or series will be read for generations to come? What makes you think so? I've already got an answer for that. I've already got an answer for that because it's one that I am currently reading. I haven't mentioned it, but it will be mentioned at some point in this vlog. That's a great question, and I would love to hear people's answers on that. What currently popular book or series will be read for generations to come? What makes you think so? What currently popular book or series will be read for generations to come? What makes you think so? Great. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to read my drink. No, I'm not. I'm going to read my book, drink my cup of tea, and then I'm going to have a bowl of granola. Read a bit more of my book. Then get changed and do a little bit of sorting out of my wardrobe, and you guys can come along for that. I'll probably need to wash my hair at some point today if I'm going out tonight as well. Lovely. Oh, and I've got to film my July TBR as well. Oh, she's going to be a busy girl. She's going to be a busy girl. Granola'd, tea-tea'd. Read a bit more of my book. Page 142 now, so getting through it. Like I said, very readable book, very good sort of summer holiday book, I would say, especially if you're by the beach. I like, so it's telling the story of 4 children. So we know that there's going to be a party in Malibu in 1983, and at the end of this party the house burns down. And then we're following the 4 children who are, well, children, they're in their 20s, who are having this party and the run up to it, and then we're going back to how their parents met and their childhood and stuff like that. Yeah. Very much enjoying it, very much enjoying it. But yeah, getting in the shower now. I've been doing a steps challenge, which I'm sure you may well have seen me on Instagram and doing all this sort of thing, where I'm trying to walk 1,000,000 steps in 100 days. And I'm 4 days from the end of it, and I'm just over 4,000 steps behind. So I need to do 11,000 steps a day. But I've been wearing my watch relentlessly for 100 days, barely taking it off apart from like showering, even wearing it to bed. And I've got this little mark here, so I can't wait for the 4 days to be over just so I can air my wrist out. But anyway, how many steps have we done today? Oh god, not very many. 767. So we'll be needing to do some steps, but I imagine when I'm just sorting out my wardrobe that will be happening. So anyway, into the shower, wash my hair, and then I think I'm going to start on the wardrobe. Maybe listen to a bit of my audiobook and maybe sort out what I need to get rid of. I'll show you guys and then film a video once my hair's dried. Let's do that. She's showered, she's ready to sort. However, the box that I thought was full of summer clothes that David's brought back, I think is full of donations and stuff to sell. So I don't know how much stuff I'm going to be getting rid of. Have we got any more boxes left here, David? So I think it's going to be a sort out this box, see if there's anything in here I'm keeping, sort it out into donations and selling, and then maybe think about selling stuff either this weekend or what we do next weekend.
Can't won't be able to next weekend.
Why?
Oh no, I can. No, you can.
I can. You're right. Okay. So I guess we're gonna start going. So this I remember wanting to sell. It's a Jodie dress. I won't do this for all of it. I'll literally do it. This is a Jodie dress. That this sheared stuff just doesn't do much for me. So that's still going into sale time. And keep an eye out on my Instagram. These rainbow trousers. I mean, to be honest, they're a bit crumpled. Cool, I'll donate those. So yeah, these will be going up on my Instagram, so keep an eye out on my Instagram of things you might want to purchase. This is lovely, but it's a pain in the bum because it's button up at the back. So if you're out anywhere, you can't go to the toilet unless you've got an assistant who is willing to unbutton you and then button you again, because you just can't get these trousers off enough. Who thought of that? Honestly, but it looks lovely on, and the orangey bit is lovely. Daft. But if you've got an accomplice, you could well do that. Maybe I'll sell that one because it is nice. This is lovely, but it just doesn't fit me. This was used to be my wedding dress staple that I would wear to everyone's weddings from Warehouse, but yeah, it just doesn't fit me anymore. Right, okay, cool. Well, let's continue then. Hurrah! I've managed to separate into donations, a big bag of donations, some stuff to sell, and a few bits that I'm keeping, as in a few summer bits. There was a few bits in there. One thing I've kept David, because David's been getting quite into the old 50s and 60s music, and I thought, this is quite 50s and 60s, and you might like to see me wearing it. Although you hate the sleeves on this, don't you?
Do I?
Well, you said it looked like a pantomime top.
Oh, is it because they're quite puffy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are silly puppies.
So I'm still going to keep it.
That's okay. It doesn't
I was going to get rid of it, but I quite like it. So yeah, that'll be quite nice. So yeah, and a few other bits, a pair of shorts, this top, which is cropped, and then this, which I also thought was a bit 50s-y, 60s-y. All of it, actually, she got from Depop. So I was going to repop it, but now it's plop plop. Plop pop. Right, so these are the bits that are going back. Annoyingly, this has got a hole in it, so hopefully no mice get in there and eat it. But I've got this whole box that I need to fill with...
Are they summery stuff?
No, wintry. Right. So, I've done a little sort out, not my massive sort out that I normally do. Is he coming in to supervise?
I'll just come to see what, is there anything I can chuck in there?
The reason I haven't got any trousers on is because I was wondering if I might need to try stuff on, so I didn't put any. So these are just chafe pants. David, you're getting in the way of my lovely, my big plan.
I'm your big plan.
Yeah.
This is all stuff that I thought I'd need for the cruise.
What are you doing?
Like wintry stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I've done a little bit of a sort out, but not really. But main thing I'm going to take out now is jumpers and put them in there, and then we'll work out what else. So I'm just working through, oh God, and getting jumpers first before I then move on and do anything else. Cardigans can stay, as in one cardigan. There's a knitted vest. I don't know if I'll be needing a knitted vest. This is now this is the only time you'll ever see this tag in my wardrobe, and that's when I've bought it by accident from Depop. So I searched knitted heart jumper, or no, what are these called? Vest, knitted vest, and this one came up. So I bought it, and then when it arrived, it says it's from Shein. And I would never buy stuff from Shein because they are polluters of the world. So yeah, that's the only time. That's only ever happened twice, with that, and then a pair of jeans that also won't recognise the Shein. What am I going to put this over then? Because I'm going to keep this. David, you're making me all flapped. This can go back as well. I don't know, I was just thinking I would have a relaxing time.
Oh sorry, am I making it a little bit...
No, but people love to see you, David, so...
Oh, that's fine. Oh, I know. I don't think I want anything else to put in there anyway.
You're filling that box up like no man.
I know, I am filling that box up. Yeah, I won't put any more in because I think they're probably the rest.
Oh, this I want to sell as well. This is lovely, but it's just, like I said, the sheared stuff doesn't do much for me. And it's Anne Dover Story, so it's quite a good little dress, but...
There's just two...
That I'm going to show. So she's sorting out as she's going.
Yeah.
Despite being interrupted by her husband. This is lovely, but it's very wintry because it's very Christmassy. Do I put that in there? Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
Get it in there. It's so heavy. I don't know that I've had that much chance to wear that, actually. You're in my way.
I'm just going to hang these hangers up and then I'm out of your way.
The other thing that I really like, but is definitely Christmassy, is this shirt that my husband bought me with stars all over it. I definitely count stars as sort of winter vibes. Oh, she's got lots of makeup on this. So that can go away.
I'm done.
Thank God. Anyway, speed up while I do the rest of the jumpers. Well, I'm going to leave it there because there's not much more I can do. As you can see, the back of the door's looking pretty heavy as well. But I've cleared one little hole and managed to fold some t-shirts and some jumpers that I'm going to keep out. Even though I'm not sure I'll be needing lots of jumpers, but it's nice to have a jumper around, isn't it, in case it does get a bit cold. And I've got rid of quite a lot of stuff from here. Which has made space here. I mean, to be honest, some of this I probably could still go back to storage, but I'm going to have another box coming back from storage, which I can then send some other bits back in. So, yeah. I guess I'll put some trousers on now. Well, a skirt at least. And gonna brush my hair, have another little read of the book, and maybe eat something. Eat some leftovers from yesterday, I think, maybe. Yeah. It's lunchtime, and then it's pick my TBR for next month time. So my TBR for next month will be out by this point, but I've already selected 2 books. One is a book that's been on my TBR for 2 months now. Strong female character. I borrowed it from my friend Emma. I must get round to reading it, I must. And the other one is Ghosts by Dolly Alderton, but there will be more going on that. But yeah, here's my lunch of leftovers from yesterday. Oh God, I just love leftovers. Here it is. So we've got some roasted sweet potato. These are cannellini beans with garlic, sage and rosemary. And then there's a carrot and cumin salad. That's what this is. And then these are tomatoes. So yes, I'm gonna have a little read. Eat this. Just go straight in. And I've been listening to the audiobook while I was sorting out my clothes. The audiobook for HMRC, Her Majesty's Royal Coven, which is a book written by Juno Dawson. And it's the first in the series about modern witches. And I loved it. I read it last year. I read and listened to the audiobook of it last year, and absolutely loved it. And I've listened to the audiobook of it because the second one's out now, called The Shadow Cabinet. And it's so good the second time around. It's so, so good. And really, these beans are so, so good as well. I cannot wait to listen to The Shadow Cabinet. A few people have said to me it's even better than HMRC. And my God, I have loved that. But yeah. Juno's just announced that she's doing a prequel. The next book will be a prequel. And it'll be set during the times of Anne Boleyn finding the first coven. So I'm so excited about that as well. Anyway, read him and eat him. Lovely. Right. She's straightened her hair, she's put a bit of green eyeliner on, and she's ready to film her video. Now, I'm wearing this skirt, which I really love, and it's very 90s. But it is so hard to sort of negotiate life in. I'm gonna go and film my TBR now, get my books ready, tidy up over here before I do it. But sitting in this skirt is hard work, so I don't know how comfy I'm going to be, but we'll have to do it anyway. So, let's film the TBR. And let's do that. Excited about July's TBR, I am. Let's see how I get on sitting down. TBR filmed and edited, cardigan and socks administered. It's a bit nippy, isn't it, David?
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. But I thought I was going to wear just this and sandals tonight when we go out, but she's going to need a layer on, although I bet it's warm in there. But anyway, I've just done myself a little bowl of cherries because I'm just so cute. You are going to say I am so cute. That's what my niece said once. She put on my old dressing gown from when I was little. My mum hung on to all of my old stuff and my sister's old stuff. And when she was putting it on, I said, what does it look like? And she said, you are going to say I am so cute. And I did say, you are so cute. Because she did look so cute in it. She knew. She knew I was going to say I am so cute. Right, anyway, we're back to it. We're on page 166. Like I said, I wanted to get to page 200 today, which is easily done. And I will continue to do it whilst drinking tea and eating cherries. No spillages, though. What's this I see?
I don't know, just
The working day's over, and David's on his Sudoku game.
for a change. And he's struggling.
He got so into Sudoku while we were away, but
I've
he's
had 2
struggling.
bad ones.
It's all right, you'll do it. You'll do it, I believe in you.
Thank you.
What's up?
I just... I don't know, my Sudoku power is leaving me. I just can't...
That's not true. You must just have had a couple of toughies in a row.
But they're still easy.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to get easier. They're going to get harder as the easy section goes on. Surely. Feel that?
Ooh, that does feel sore.
David got absolutely obsessed with Sudoku while we were on our honeymoon. And he got himself a little Sudoku book, and now
I
he...
don't like it.
Can I have a little look?
Yes.
Do you want me to have a little look on it,
Yes,
really?
please do. I want to see if I'm just being silly again.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit wobbly, isn't it? Bit wobbly. Bit dark. Too far to reach.
Let me just sit here and
You've
relax.
done one whole thing.
Yeah. So I think I might have done something wrong.
I got to the bottom of it. It did
Well
take me a
done,
while,
Bob. Yeah.
but
Well
I
done.
found a place a 9 can go.
9.
Interesting. David is so into Sudoku, and I think this might... I didn't think you'd carry on when you got home from holiday, but you absolutely have.
Mm-hmm.
So if people have other stuff that you think he might like as well as Sudokus, let us know. I'll tell you what though,
To keep him engaged.
there's going to be a little stocking filler every year now, isn't there?
Well, yeah,
A
definitely.
little Sudoku book to be
Yeah,
getting on
I
with.
hope so. Just on Christmas morning.
Yes, you can just crack on with all of those, not talk to anyone.
No.
You would like that. Yeah. David's had his haircut and I can't stop doing this because it's
It's like sandpaper.
it's quite abrasive. Anyway, David is now making me a cup of tea and I'm going to
Oh, hello.
reading. Yeah, there we go.
Don't stop me now.
Getting ready. So many people have asked David and I, what's in here? Loads of bloody stuff. Hair clips and Norwegian krona. So many people have asked David and I where we got our bags from. So we've both got a version of this bag from Uniqlo. They do plain version, but these are the Keith Haring versions. I've got the yellow one and David's got the white one with more colourful little men on the side. But my God, it fits so much in. I'm aware I'm literally just putting a lip balm in there, but it fits so much in. You can fit a full paperback. Shall we see if I can fit a hardback in there? A purse, bottle of water, everything. I reckon I might be able to fit a hardback in there. The hardback goes in there. Might be a few issues getting it done up. But yeah, it will fit a hardback in there. It's lovely and it sits so nicely. I wonder if David will be wearing his tonight as well, so we can be like little cutie twins. We're going in a minute, so we'll probably see you there or on the way. Well, there's a right shine on that.
She's done. Forget it. I'm out of here.
David's gone wild with the burger options. Why has it got a sparkler in it, David?
I don't know. Maybe this is like the. I don't know why it's good. Maybe they're just so excited about me ordering this. Make an XL cheeseburger.
Green.
12 a minute. And that is exactly what we do. One to the other side.
So you can swap one bit for a butterfly.
Swap one for a butterfly.
I'm with you. Right. I've got nothing really. I've got this.
What you got, bub?
That.
Okay, I've got one of them. Does that make it go with the flower?
Or I could do this.
I'd say you go
I think we
there.
both do that, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
Because there is a chance we could get a
Coming up, I'm
bamboo.
coming up for 3 5s
I
there.
don't want any.
Yeah, go on then.
As opposed to 1 5. And we've only got 2 5s left.
Right, I think we should put. Right, I think we should put this on here,
So we have a sack
which gets us a frog, and cover that.
Then I swap a piece for a butterfly.
Yeah, and then we've done it.
Bongos, get out.
Finished.
Well done.
There's also cards. Oh, that's not cards, it's a book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what a lovely evening was had. It really was. I had a lovely time. David, what are these clothes doing on the bed? Do they need folding up or something?
Yeah, because you have a poo.
Hey, sometimes people have to poo. No, I know. Oh, they're for the washing bin then? Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, we had a really nice time. We managed to get through 5 games, so I don't know what your local board game emporium's like, but you get a 3-hour session for £4.50, and then you get like table service with your food and everything. So I got a panini and nachos, and I always forget that the nachos are huge. So basically I had 2 mains. And we played 5 games. We played deck chairs on the Titanic, which was fun. Then we played Monica's, which is, it's a lot like Think Fast, the game Think Fast, where you have to, like you can describe a word, then you have to do 1 word, and then you have to do charades for the same thing, so you're getting a bit more familiar with them. Then we played Burger Balance. Then we played Kodama Forest, which was probably my favourite. We're big Kodama fans anyway, but Kodama Forest was like cooperative, and I liked that a lot. And then we played Mysterium Park, which I've never played Mysterium before, but a lot of people recommend it to me. And yeah, Mysterium Park's like I guess a shorter version of it. But we enjoyed playing that. David didn't like Mysterium Park so much. But there we go. So yeah, very, very nice evening. And now I'm back and I've got over 3,000 steps to do. Oh, I thought I was going to do more steps than that because we parked quite far away from the place. So I was like, oh great, we'll be able to walk there. And I'll get the steps up, but not really like that. So here I am wrapping up the video now. So I had a good reading sesh. Excuse. I've got to mid-pages. I'm over mid-pages in Malibu Rising now. I'm on page 201. So I wanted to get to page 200, but I got to page 201. So I'm going to do my steps and take my makeup off and have a Horlicks in bed and go to sleep. But the other bits. So the question was, what currently popular book or series will be read for generations to come? What makes you think so? So I mentioned earlier, I hinted at that the answer to this being a book that I'm reading at the moment. And as I said earlier, I'm currently reading the first in the series of Juno Dawson's books. The first one is called Her Majesty's Royal Coven, and The Shadow Cabinet is out now as well, so I'm going to get to that shortly. And then there's another book coming out next year, which is a prequel to these books, and they're all about witchcraft and women and witchcraft and things like that. But there's a lot in there about, well, I say I'm only speaking from Her Majesty's Royal Coven, but I assume this will go into the Shadow Cabinet as well, about a young trans witch in there, and it sort of shows both sides of what people who are accepting of trans women or trans people in general are, and what people don't. And I feel like it's a really, like, they really show the sort of like negativities and the justifications that those people that aren't supportive of the trans community, the thoughts that are going through their heads and things like that. And it's a real shocking, but like, they're calling out basically these sort of absurd thoughts people might be having about trans people. So if you, like me, had loved a series of books about a boy wizard, and have many memories of how that boy wizard has sort of helped you through your life and built friendships and relationships and like has been a comfort to you, I really feel like these books by Juno Dawson are a balm for that, because I'm not sort of associating myself with those. I'm trying to distance myself, and I always worry about putting this sort of thing up in videos because people get very cross about it. But I don't agree with a lot of the stuff J.K. Rowling says, and therefore I don't read her books. You do what you want, but I don't read her books anymore. But this series has been great, and I've loved reading it last year and then rereading it again this year. And I'm so excited to read the second one, because people keep saying to me that the second one's even better, and the fact that we've got a third coming next year, I hope it goes on for many books. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's my answer to the question. What currently popular book or series will be read for generations to come? What makes you think so? I just think it's very open and accepting, and it just feels like a bit of a turn of a page in terms of like the views that are given. I'm really struggling to get my words out, but the views that are given in there by the witches who are accepting of the trans character Theo are so how I feel, and I hope in years to come how other people feel as well. So that is my answer. And then we've got a poem. As I said, I have now ordered from Waterstones the poem for every summer day. So the next time I do one of these reading vlogs, that will be available. But for now, for today, we're going to be reading a poem from Poetry Unbound, and it's called Worm by Gail McConnell. And yeah, I really love this book, and I love the poetry in it. So let's have a look. Worm by Gail McConnell. Burrowing in your allotted patch, you move through the dark, muscles contracting one by one. In every part lengthening and shortening, the slick segmented tube of you furrows in your wake. Devising passages for water, air, you plot the gaps that keep the structure from collapse. Dead things you know, plants and creatures both. Your groove shifts matter, sifting as you go. Eyeless, your appetite aerates. Eating the world, you open it. You ingest to differentiate. Under the foot-stamped earth, you eat into a clot of leaf mould, clay and mildew, and express what you can part with, as self-possessed as when you started. Your secretions bind the soil, your shit enriches it. How things lie now will be undone, will reoccur. You, a surface-level archivist, sensing all there is, can be gone through, the body born within its plot. I enjoyed that a lot. About a worm. Very good. And I will read these bits about it as well. The lead up and the bit after. Great book. So yeah, hope you've all had a lovely time. Hope you've all had a lovely time watching this. And I'll see you all again soon for another book video. Goodbye!